This is a review of Power versus Force, The Hidden Determinants of Human Behavior by David Hawkins and the top 10 lessons from this book. David is a psychiatrist and spiritual teacher. He's also the writer of Letting Go, which is another good book. Now, with the title Power versus Force, this is not so much about power as you would think, like the 48 laws of power, how to achieve power, or a scary type of power. It's about raising your state to a higher state of consciousness. As you can see from the table, these are energy levels. As you look at the bottom, there's shame, guilt, apathy. Those are low levels. And then you see higher levels such as courage, love, joy, and peace. And the highest being enlightenment, somewhat like the Buddhist. And as a spiritual teacher, an atheist will not benefit from this unless they're open to it. There may be gods, spirits. He harnesses the unknown, the dark side. While that may be scary, people don't want to see the dark side. It is natural and great, just like a moon or X-ray. X-rays you cannot see, yet as you look at the moon, you can only see half of what it really is. And people can hate power, whether it's jealousy or being powerless. Reaching this higher state of consciousness, no matter what the situation is, you want to take steps to achieve enlightenment. And it reveals the relationship between power and force and how they are different. Here are the 10 lessons, starting with number 1, compassion. In order to be compassionate, you must listen, be quiet, not talking all the time. Be in the right state of mind of forgiving, relaxing, and be neutral. Give people breaks. This may take age. Be in the now, and not grind yourself in the bad shit. It doesn't matter. Be very lighthearted toward the game, and be careless with the mistakes. Respect another person's pursuit for happiness, and be patient. Number 2, understanding true power. Here's a quote. Power, in contrast, energizes, gives forth, supplies, and supports. Power gives life and energy, and you can deliver this in soft stories. Number 3, this may help drug addicts, alcoholics, anyone with an addiction. In the West, we typically are all addicts. The 12-step program can take steps to raise consciousness. I want to be better. I want to be a good person. Not doing too much. Too much is a bad thing. Being happy and content, being at the pursuit of happiness. See the growth and the wanting to change. Drugs, on the other hand, can help, and they can push you into a higher state of consciousness temporarily, but at least you know you can get. Number 4, the dark element. The higher state is outside of your current reality. Take the top takeaways from this book and understand there's a dark element. There's another side of the universe that you can't see. As I mentioned before, there is X-rays. With any force, there's a counterforce. And understand this is holistic. Everything is connected. The power is permitting. What are you hiding from? Are you repressing it? Will it come to consciousness? Just give a little help or nudge. At the end of the day, they have to help themselves. There's little difference between the dark element and the light element. Don't be too scared. Number 5, Carl Jung, about the spirit. Here's the quote. The advice Dr. Carl Jung gave Roland H. Throw yourself wholeheartedly into any spiritual group that appeals to you, whether you believe it or not, and hope that in your case a miracle may occur. Recognize that there are animal spirits. Be an animal like me. Number 6, be better than Coco the gorilla. Coco the gorilla learns sign language and even has higher energy than the typical human. That'd be 85% of the population. He has the emotional depth and the gorilla mindset to go on. Don't let Coco Gorilla be better than you. Number 7, this makes you want to make a difference and take action. From the first person, I want to level up. Ignore weak logic. The mind, body, and spirit are connected. By having a bit of compassion to yourself and others, you can raise your consciousness. Number 8, Gandhi and True Power. Take a trip to India and research one of the most powerful beings to ever be around. England used force. Gandhi had power. Colonialism in itself is forcing ways onto someone else. It's almost stealing. True power is in nonviolence and having power over your former self. Not so much power over England and the British Empire. Number 9, raise your power. This is concerned to the manosphere. You don't want to use force or male aggression to simply be powerful. Be like Gandhi, not aggressive. Excel at excellence. Eliminate the junk from your life. Be loose and free. Not a victim, not complaining all the time. Move past that. You can do it. Eventually, we'll see when shit hits the fan, and then the revolution will occur. Here's a song back in the old day, Prezioso, Raise Your Power. You can make a difference after reading this book. Simply raise your state of awareness and power. Play the game. Number 10, seek enlightenment. Many will laugh at you when you say this. Who wants to hear, I am seeking enlightenment? Many will laugh and think you are weird by saying, I am going to seek enlightenment. Yet just do it. Buddhism and raising your state of consciousness are alike. The non-believers and the nihilists will never learn. They're out of your spectrum. The spiritual revolution will occur. Here's a good quote. With each progressive rise in the level of consciousness, the frequency or vibration of energy increases. They are not aware. Just give them a break. Be selfish and pursue the awareness. It's nature. Connect with animal spirits. As we go from the knowledge revolution and enter the spiritual revolution, whenever that occurs, some lost souls and zombies will convert. Animal spirits will awaken. Help them raise their state of consciousness. Slow or fast, in the realms of courage, raise your power, just like Prezioso. Love the comeback. This is a very good book to visit frequently, whenever you hit the pits.